Hello again everybody, and I have an amazing shirt to show you today. I'm very excited because it comes from a new country. We are steamrolling our way to the total of 211. We are on number 97 now. This is going to take me forever, isn't it? But let's not let that get us down. This shirt and this country is really cool. It's from a country that you don't see floating around too often, so how about I just get this parcel open, see what I bought, and we'll see if it was worth the purchase. I'm pretty sure it will be. I've had this now in my office for probably about 2 to 3 weeks, so yes, I see an M, which hopefully means size M. Ta-da! So let's get rid of that. Okay then, so that is sort of the front bit there, and then that is the actual crest there. So if somebody can recognise this club, well done, because it's one of those ones where I'd never heard of them prior to seeing the shirt for sale. So this is brand new, untouched, very exciting. So let's get rid of this parcel, which actually it seems to be packaged quite well, to be honest. Get rid of that and that. Ooh, this is very nice. So here is the rear of the shirt there. So you've got some sponsors on here, you have some initials, you have this sort of yellow sort of scratch mark there, I guess you would say. And then you have the front, so it definitely has the tag, which is always nice to see. And there is the front of the shirt there, which is really cool. So obviously it is a white one with sort of black trims. It has a little graphic at the bottom there. I wonder what that could be. Anyway, I'm very pleased with how this looks. I'll dress the mannequin and I'll come back to you with some information about the club, where I sourced it from, and possibly some other stuff about the actual city it comes from. Very nice. Okay then, the shirt is looking really good on the mannequin there, and I'll be honest with you, this shirt is so much better than I ever anticipated. But who is the club? For the few of you who hadn't quite got it yet, it is Magreb De Fez. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but they are a football team that play football in Morocco. It is another North African country, and it is their away shirt from 2020-2021, so it is last season. But where did I find this shirt from? Well, it could have only come from one place and one person, and that is the Indiana Jones of rare, obscure, and interesting football shirts, my friend John. We know him from the eBay account that sells football shirts and that I've bought from many times previously, and he was able to source this one from Morocco, bought directly from the club. He had both this shirt and the home shirt, which does look just pretty cool enough, but I went for this one because I quite liked the fact that it had this graphic along the bottom there. This shirt cost me £35, and I believe he has a few possibly still for sale, at least at the time of recording, so if you're interested in buying some of these, then go onto his account, which I will link in the description below. So, who is the club and what do they do? So they're an omnisport club based in the city of Fez. The club was founded in 1946. They're quite a decent age, but the last time that they won the top division, so we say, was in 1985. So they're a little bit out of practice with regards to lifting silverware. Their nickname is the Yellow Tigers. Their home shirt is yellow. Of course, this one is their away shirt when they play in white. They play at a 45,000 capacity stadium, which is shared with their rivals Untitled De Fez. And Fez apparently is the third largest city in Morocco. Now, when you look at this shirt, the thing that stands out the most, of course, is this beautiful graphic at the bottom here, which kind of looks like it's sort of watercoloured / sketched on at the bottom. It's kind of an interesting way they've done that. And you think, well, what specifically is it? It's going to be most likely a skyline of Fez. And I think what you're looking at mainly is this image here. Not quite from that perspective, but this building here, which I think is the sort of the centerpiece. That's what you're seeing. What that is the Zawiya of Moulay Idris II. So a Zawiya is a Islamic shrine and religious complex, and it contains the tomb of Idris II, who ruled Morocco from 807 to 828, and is considered the main founder of the city. And this building is considered one of the most holiest shrines in all of Morocco. So I think that's really cool to learn. I think that's why I like doing this with regards to buying shirts from all over the world, because honestly, I'd never heard of the city Fez before, and I certainly wouldn't have been aware of anything like this. So if anything, it's a little bit of an education about the world that I, and probably most of us, will never have seen. But I think it's really cool. As for the manufacturer, it's a company, I think that's pronounced Mexes, not quite like the French defender that used to play football, but it's a company that is actually relatively young. I think they were founded in 2019. They are a Moroccan-based company, and considering that they're still relatively in their formative years, this shirt is really, really good. Like, looking at the design, I knew that this was going to be really cool, but the feel of the material, it feels so pristine. I mean, the crest here is sort of like embroidered onto it, which was really good. Everything else is transferred into the material, which is usually what's done in sort of a lower budget style material. But there's lots of stuff going on. So on the sleeve, you have the league patch, which is sewn into it. On the back, it has that reverse collar, which is like you've seen on sort of major teams. Like I think Liverpool had a reverse collar, Chelsea have had the reverse collar. I don't actually dislike that. I know some people were not a big fan of it. On the back, you also have MAS, which is sort of the club initials, I guess. But it just looks really good. The material is just very, very nice for a shirt that probably, when buying it directly from the club in the country, would be decently priced. I would hope, at least for the fans. But if you look on the club, that is their Facebook page, they actually have the current season shirts for sale. Also, they have the home and the away. I think the away one, once again, is probably the best one. But if you're interested in buying one, if you click on buy, it takes you to a WhatsApp link, which I suppose you just drop them a message, and I don't know if they can ship around the world. I mean, the fact that John was able to get these kind of suggests that you could get them into Europe, possibly. But I think that would be it's a great way to get a Moroccan shirt. Like I said, you don't see them floating around too frequently. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this shirt. Very, very happy. Didn't really expect to get Morocco this soon. I have sort of looked a little bit trying to get some of the sort of bigger teams, Casablanca, etc., but I just had no luck whatsoever. So for this one to sort of randomly appear was a nice little surprise. But yeah, let me know what you think about the shirt. Do you think it's cool? Was any of you able to grab one also? And yeah, I suppose that's kind of it, really. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.